You know what? The next time someone compliments this shirt because of the way the rainbow comes out of Darth Vader, I'm gonna. That's right. And Pink Floyd's not the name of the singer. Hi there. A year is like a lifetime in the tech world. Heck, even one action-packed day can turn the industry on its head. Today, I've got the new Galaxy Note 10.1 from Samsung, and to see where it's come from, last year's version of the same model. So, how far has the large screen Note evolved, and is it a worthwhile contender for best tablet in the market? Let's find out. Let's start on the surface, so to speak, with the design language. Last year's model took its cues from the Tab 2 range with the front-firing speakers. Now, this did result in a fairly wide device, and it matched that in height, probably to retain its sense of proportion. This year's model is much leaner in dimensions, with less curvature, and interestingly, fits within the footprint of the white inner frame of the old model. Now it has close to 2 centimeters shaved off the width, so instantly feels much less bulky in one hand, which is the way you'd usually be using it with a stylus. It's 8mm shorter and a millimeter thinner, and its design DNA is straight from the Note 3, including the fake leather back, which adds some texture when it's being held. And speaking of holding, the new model is a full 60 grams lighter, and that is instantly noticeable. Now, even though both models have exactly the same screen size, there's some now additional real estate with the introduction, or should I say reintroduction, of the capacitive and physical buttons on the new Note 10.1, which again appears to follow the Note 3 in this respect. However, given this model would probably be used in both portrait and landscape, placing those action buttons back on the unit is probably not the best execution. And have a look at it in portrait mode. It has a good visual balance to it, which is thrown off by the home button now living on the side. And of course, let's just stay on the screen for a moment. It's great to finally see such a high resolution on this model, remembering that for Samsung tablets, a 2560 by 1600 screen has up to now been reserved for Google's Nexus 10, which is made by Samsung. It's a crisp, highly detailed display with no individual pixels to be seen. Honestly, it's chalk and cheese between the two models. 1080p content looks exceptional, and the side speakers are pretty loud, but you know what, I'd accept an audio compromise for the smaller form factor. Now, a couple of other noticeable differences are the move to the micro USB for charging and PC connection, which is obviously a very welcome change. The back camera has improved, and you can now take full high-def video as well. But cameras on large-sized tablets are not deal breakers in my mind. Now, connectivity has improved as well, with the new Note 10.1 offering LTE on the mobile network models and the introduction of AC speed Wi-Fi connectivity. Now, the processor moved from a 1.4 GHz quad-core to a 2.3 GHz along with an extra gig of RAM to match the 3 gig offered in the Note 3. Now, software-wise, the new Note is a replica of the Note 3 with Android 4.3 with the usual TouchWiz treatment. Now, the previous Note 1 had been upgraded to 4.1.2. This is most noticeable in the way you access common functions and navigate within the settings menu with the drop-down and toggle expansion. Now, the final point here, of course, is the S Pen. Now, up to now, the S Pen functionality has felt like an accessory with apps to support it. Now, with Air Command and the richer functions within that, the stylus feels and acts as part of the tablet. And it's definitely the most natural I felt using the S Pen. That and the screen quality are the two key reasons you'd look at this tablet over others in the market. So, to wrap it up, it's fair to say that the Note 10.1 has matured a lot in a year. Build quality, design, high-res screen, a more integrated S Pen, it all adds up to a huge leap forward. It almost feels as if the original model was a prototype to prepare for this model. Now, I'll be spending more time with the new Note 10.1, so please ask questions in the comments area below. Thanks for joining me. Please like this segment if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time.